Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're reading for September 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I will be using for the main reading, and you can get to the main reading by just going right down there and, where it says Crosswatchers jump to. I put a timestamp where the main reading's going to be. Now, all of this is the introduction, and it is going to be the same for every video if you're new to my channel. So you don't want to watch the introduction. I hope you watch it at least one time, but if you don't want to watch it, jump down there, hit the timestamp, okay? Okay, so generally for the weekend, what I will use is my Rodley Valentine, my Angel Tarot cards. I will use a John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. I'll also use my Emily Anderson Crystal deck, and I started using, this is Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue's Angels of Abundance Oracle cards. So that'll be for the main reading. Now for this reading, for the, just the overview, the universal, I use the Waite Rider cards and my Colette Baron Read the Good Tarot. Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused all these decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, hopefully my sound is doing well. I've had a couple of those wonderful updates that always mess things up, but I've also had a couple of actually hardware updates, so hopefully things are a little bit easier, a little bit better. Now let's go into what's going on in the, just in the universe. Actually, I did post this, what I usually read off of my notes. I did post a link for this in Facebook and in Instagram and Twitter. Not much of a person I don't do a lot of Twitter, but I did post this, and it is a blog on my website, and that's divinedestinywithdebbie.com. So really, we are in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. Mercury will officially go retrograde on the 9th of September, so we're in that shadow, so things should be heating up a little bit more. Remember, Mercury retrograde is where people tell you not to buy electronics unless you really have to, and in that case, then you might want to think about the warranty. It's also communications. Mercury is in Libra, and when, a lot of Libras that I know, when Mercury is in retrograde, get a lot of people from the past, also people that might have passed on too. So the veil gets thinner and thinner. So here we go, and it will stay in Mercury retrograde. Will be that until October 2nd. And it actually bounces a little bit towards the end of the month. It will bounce into Virgo for a little bit of time too. So when Mercury goes retrograde, we'll have 6 planets that are retrograde. Jupiter, which is in Aries, again Mercury, which right now is in Libra, Neptune, Pisces, Pluto, Capricorn, Saturn, which is in Aquarius, and Uranus, which is in Taurus. We only have 2 planets that are direct, and that is Mars in Gemini and Venus in Leo. Now Venus will be jumping to Virgo September 5th, and then it will then jump to Libra in the 29th. But we don't have a whole lot going on for this weekend. September 1st, and I think I mentioned this, Mercury is trined with Mars, so there's some interesting stuff there. But trining and sextiling, those are actually good energies. So then Mars, again, Gemini, is sextile with Jupiter. Mercury will be opposing, however, Jupiter, which is in, retrograde in Aries. So it's not a real heavy or hard duty stuff going on, but we also have other things that are happening. We've got those planets in retrograde, and they're making their own music. So let's go on and just go and see what we have here. Remember, I am an intuitive channeler. I open myself to higher power, God, Holy Spirit. My job is just to let the words flow and hopefully stay out of its way. So let's see what we have here with the cards and what higher power wants to say for this weekend. Like I said, there's not a lot of real nasty or real strong energies adding into what we're already dealing with. So let's see if this is going to be a very positive weekend. And it doesn't really, whatever's going on in the world, yes, it does matter what goes on in the world, but we still have to live our lives. We still have to do what we need to do to carry on. Okay. I did get a message before I started all of this, and this should be a weekend where we start not living in fear. Remember, fear is a tool of the devil, and, it tries to control us. It tries to direct us. We need to work harder and harder not to live in fear. We are light workers. We are star seeds. So the fear, let go of that fear. Don't let the fear control you. Okay. So that was really strong. I was like, okay, I'll tell everyone that. Okay, remember, anything reversed is strong. It's a little bit more oomph to it. Let's see what we've got here. Well, there we go. The sun is shining. So we have and numbers are very important also. So we have a 19. So that is a 1 and a 9. 1 is a new beginning. We can have it a 10 plus 9. 10 is transition. 0, God source energy. 9 says you have everything you need. Let's wrap it up. Let's do what needs to be done. Okay, so 19, you add it back up. It becomes 1 plus 9 is a 10, transition, and then we go back to the 1, which is that new beginning. So there is, like I said, the energies didn't seem like they're trying to create havoc for us. It doesn't mean that there aren't things being revealed. The sun is also a very natural disinfectant. The sun is something that, brings light into dark corners. And the sun is something that we all need a little more of. Okay, the sun does. This does denote a good job. This does denote, again, being fearless. I really got the fearless energy. Just fearless. We have to believe. We have to just have faith in not what is going on per se. No, not faith in per se man itself, but faith in the heavens, faith in, God, Spirit, Source, Holy Spirit, whatever it is, whoever that is you want to say. So have faith. Faith is strong. Faith is shining. Here we go. Next card is, well, now we have that Page of Pentacles. Remember, court cards have dual energies. Okay, all the court cards do. So Page's underlying energy is Pentacles. So that is money energy. That is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. Capricorn and Taurus has a lot of strong stuff going on right now. I think Chiron's also in Taurus too, and I think that's another one that is retrograde. Not a real strong, nothing that we really talk about, but the wounded healer. Anyway, Pentacles, money, job, career. Pages are going after new jobs, new money. There will always, no matter what happens in the world, there is always opportunities to create, and there's opportunities to create something that can actually bring a living, can actually bring the money that you might need to do your living. So there's the sun energy going on. There's this Pentacles energy. Page, very enthusiastic, young energy, new energy. And generally, if this was personal reading, I would say new job, new career even, or a new opportunity coming in. So next card is, okay, now we have, again, that was reversed. We have the Three of Pentacles. Now the Three of Pentacles is also, it's very interesting. Now 3 is creativity, is celebration. It also is the power of 3. Putting your energies out there, saying it 3 times, getting a couple of people with you to say it 3 times. There's a lot of, this is one of those times, again, this goes with this, where there's a lot of creative energies in making money or in making provision. When I see this card in this deck, I feel like this is about provision. Now, it's provision that is not necessarily something that we even expected, but it is, it's kind of like preparing for that rainy day. Maybe it's going and asking for a little bit of help, but the provision is, I do feel like this has a more spiritual aspect to it. And again, you put this together with that page, opportunities, new opportunities are about and are happening. So even if the world looks a little bit, crazy, there is positive energies all around us. And again, we have that Page energy and that Pentacles energy and the Three of Pentacles. So, and then 2, the sun. And I love our little guy here. little guy, girl, riding fearlessly. Be fearless. So there is, whatever this is, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of the money situation. Not to tell you to just go out and spend money. That's not, if you don't have the money, don't spend the money. But don't be afraid. Money is, there is money available. There is money to be, money, is it money or is it just provision? I think it's more provision. But there are opportunities for that provision. How's that? Okay, let's go on to the Colette Baron Reed, the Good Tarot. And let's see what we've got. Oh, cards almost wanting to flip. Not quite though. Let's see. We do need, there is stuff, like I said, not to, that be fearless. And there is, when you are fearless, you need to let go of so many things in order for you to embrace the possibilities. Okay, let's see what this is. We have the Three of Water. Now, this is the celebration card. This is always the celebration card. So we have three again. So we have Pentacles, we have Water. Water is our Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio energies. It's very fluid, emotional. It's very spiritual energy too. Again, three, power of three, celebratory, creativity. So there's something, sometimes it just doesn't make sense. It's like, well, the world just seems like it's going to heck in a handbag or or in a basket, whatever you want to say. And then the cards tell us to have hope. The cards tell us that things aren't as bad as they seem. And then we get the Three of Water, which is all about celebration. It's all about believing. It's all about having faith. Faith in something that's larger than ourselves. So what do we say? What are you thinking about this video? I mean, what are you thinking about the readings? You don't tell me about the video, but the readings. Who's interpreting what with all of these cards? I mean, these are positive money cards, and this is the celebration card. So let me know what you think about this. Okay. Also, too, besides commenting, please go down here to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. The weekend, it looks like, at least universally, yes. It looks like there is provision, there is sunlight, there is a good, there's something good happening around us. We have to look for that sometimes. We have to believe, we have to have faith. But again, a lot of times this has a lot of provision to it. There is the couple coming, and there is somebody here that, in some ways you would think of this as maybe a church, or because there's the arches. But if you look, he's got an apron on. So he is, so there is a servitude with this also. So, and these people do not look like they are wanting for anything. So are they coming to him, or is he providing for them? We will see. We will see. Okay, let me know again. And why don't we right now start our reading? Hello to my Tauruses. How are you? Well, there wasn't anything that was like jumping out with the, with the world or the universal energies going on, except we do have those planets, the 5 that are retrograde, and we do have Mercury about to go retrograde. So they're still, it's quite forceful. But maybe we're going to have a little bit of a weekend where we can rest a little bit. I hope so. I did get again, and I'm going to say this to all the readings because it was very strong. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid this weekend. So again, too, what does that mean? Just, don't let fear rule your life. And then I also think, is that something we're going to be afraid? Is something happening that we're going to be afraid of? Again, don't be afraid. They're really very strong. Don't, fear not. Anyway, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. All 3 of these are reversed for my Tauruses. Let's see what we've got here. First card. Think things through, but you've got a plan, my Taurus. Things are falling into place. I know we've had some puzzle pieces in that past, but we have the king now, the king of air, the king of swords. The king of swords sees his path, knows exactly what to do. So you're putting your plans together. You're getting things organized. You are getting so ready that if somebody says, well, what about this? You've got it. What about that? You've got it. So kings, underlying energy, air. Air is our Aquarius, our Gemini. It's also our Libra. Libra has, Mercury's in Libra. Mars is in Gemini, and again, too, Saturn's in Aquarius. So there's a lot of big, forceful energy in this air energy. So thought processes, making plans, seeing things through. But this, I told you my Tauruses, you're starting to evolve into that place where you were maybe a couple of years ago. Or you're starting to and I don't want to say regain, because you're not going backwards, you're going forwards. The King of Air is now going forward. You've learned from that past, and now it's time to really set your sights and set your goals and really think it through. Make your plan, write it down. You're better at journaling than I am. You're better at making those long-term plans. I could even see, if you're thinking of starting a business, you writing down and putting together a business plan. This is how sharp this energy is for you. This is how focused you are. Okay. Brilliant, impartial, professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. You're a leader here. You're a leader. You are not a follower. Here we go. Next card. The Empress. You know what? Whenever she comes up in Mercury retrograde, she is saying things are coming where they need to be. But 3. Okay, we talked about 3 in the introduction. Celebratory, creative, power of 3. The 3, for the Empress, is she has so much creativity to offer. She has so many opportunities. She has so much. You don't want this way? We've got this way. You don't want this way? How about this way? How about that way? The Empress, I connect her with the feminine side of the divine, of the holy divine. So, she's got this, very nurturing, very loving. Not to say that the masculine side doesn't have that also, but she just has so many ideas, so many hopes. She wants to see you succeed. She has that love in her heart. Okay, so the Empress, again, too, when Mercury's in retrograde and we're in the shadow, tries to give you opportunities to give you the blessings that you were intended to have. Now, yes, what we're intended to have. However, or even the job description we're intended to be doing. But, however, we have to make those choices. We have to make those choices. You can have all these wonderful blessings offered to you, but if you say, I think I'm going to try that one, well then, those are our choices to do. But the Empress, Archangel Gabriel, again, Gabriel is the divine messenger, brings news, usually of glad tidings or really directional, helpful news too. So, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So you're making a plan, and there's some really good energies coming your way to plan around. Here we go. Last card. 6 of air. We have that air energy again. 6 is the number of man. It's the energy that you put into something. And this is things lightening up, going towards the light, leaving the storm. Okay? So heading in the right direction, going where you're supposed to be going, making some of the right choices too. Here we go. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Taking a trip. Well, let's see what we have here. So we have a 3, 6, 6, 3. Let's see what we've got with the John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Here we go. Let's see. Okay. Well, there we go again. Here we have another 6. So 3, 6, 6 or a 6, 6, 3. And this is about material and spiritual prosperity. So again, 6, the number of man. It's the energies you've been putting into something. So it looks like you've been you're more focused, you're more in control of at least your choices. And also you're having more connection with higher power, and you're being led to where you need to be led. Okay? So I love this. Again, material and spiritual prosperity, something for this week. Again, too, what is it? Definition of luck, preparation to meet opportunity. You've been working on all that preparation, and it looks like doors opening, leaving, the end of a difficult situation. leaving things behind. But it's because, a lot of it is because, and I'm not, again, connect, but it's like you're a clearer thinker lately. Your thinking has become clearer. And that could also be because of your connection. Okay, let's see. Angels of Abundance by Doreen and Grant Virtue. For my Tauruses, what do we have here? This one is reversed. Donation, tithing, and charitable works. Okay. Give joyfully to the organizations and people who spiritually support and inspire you, and know that your generosity will be returned to you manyfold in miraculous ways. The time, supplies, money, or other resources you donate will ensure that your positive energy multiplies. Interesting with that. Let me know how that's working for you, okay, my Tauruses? Part of it is to have a generosity of heart. Generosity of heart. Now that can be given through, through money, but it can also be given through helping somebody, helping somebody through a rough time, listening. There's many ways to have a generosity of heart. And it looks like maybe this is what you've been working on, maybe because you've gone through some times where you've needed someone to be generous with their heart, so now you know what that is and what is helpful, what needs to be done. So, yeah, I think that this is calling for a generosity of heart. The thing is, my Taurus, is you do have a very kind heart. And like I said, you've been through the mill, so you know what it's like to need a little bit of a helping hand. Okay? Okay, let's see what we've got here. Let's see what we've got here with crystals or energies for my Tauruses. Here we go. Here we go. Black tourmaline, my absolute favorite. Well, almost. Protective, anxiety relief, aura cleansing, self-belief. And okay, we'll put that right there. So it looks like things are, coming together, opening up, all of these things for you, my Tauruses. Again, I think that a lot of it is because, again, you know what it's like to suffer. And, when I talk about generosity of heart, you know what it's like. You know what it's like to work for something, and you know what it's like when things start to open up for you too. So let's claim this reading for you. Anyway, my Tauruses, let me know what your thoughts are about this. What did you read into these that I did not? I love hearing from you. Anyway, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on that bell for notifications. As always, my Tauruses, know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.